All right, welcome my third graders to the Wednesday math review. Let's go ahead and look at the first question here. We are in 4.2. Write the number 740 in each form. So in word form, you're just going to be writing it down in words just like it sounds. So 740. 740. Actually, I take that back. 740. Do not put the and in there. The and is going to be reserved for decimal points later on. So 740. Expanded, you're going to be, this is basically the place value. So 7 is 700. The 4, because it's in the tens place, is 40. And you do not need to put like a 0 there, even though there's a 0 in the ones place. You're just going to put 700 plus 40. If there's no value there, there's no quantity, then you do not need to put it. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the second one here. 808 people said that their favorite color is red. 589 people said that their favorite color is blue. How many more? How many more? That immediately kind of tips you off that this is a subtraction problem. Okay, we're going to be using the number line strategy here, and it is basically 808 minus 589. Okay, so that's the problem there. I make my number line 808. And I need to be subtracting 589. So what can I subtract from 808 that I can easily do in my head? Well, I can subtract 500. And that takes me to 308. Because all the other place values stay the same. Only the hundreds place value changes. So 808 minus 500 is 308. Okay, so now I only have 89 left to subtract. I'm going to get rid of this 8 because that's kind of throwing me off. So I'm going to subtract 8. That takes me to 300 now. Now I've subtracted 508. I need to subtract 589. So I'm kind of getting close. Another really easy compatible number, friendly number that I can do in my head is 80. And that takes me to 220. So now I've subtracted 588. Oh, I just need to subtract one more. That takes me to 219. So you can see how I just kind of slowly worked my way, chipping away at it using friendly, easy numbers that I can do in my head. So 219 for number 2. Okay, find the product. Okay, you guys could just use a multiplication chart, and do these. So I'll just kind of leave that for you. Those are just multiplication problems there. Find the total area. Okay, this is an irregular shape. So you need to break it up into two smaller, simpler shapes. It doesn't matter if you cut it here or you cut it across here. So no matter what, let's cut it across here. It does not matter. You could go cut it here, and the answer will still be the same. Okay, so now sometimes I'll use my finger just to make it so that you can really see this simple shape here. And the formula to find the area is length times width. Okay, so length, 8 times width. So 8 times 3, 24. And now the other shape is 3 times 7. Is 21. 21 plus 24 is 45. So that is the area of that irregular shape. Okay, draw a parallelogram. You need to know the definitions of these geometry shapes. A parallelogram, okay, is a four-sided figure with opposite sides parallel. The common one that we typically see in our books is this. So you can see this four-sided figure. opposite sides are parallel, so that side and that side are parallel. This side and this side are parallel with one another. A rectangle, something like this, okay, it doesn't need to be slanted. That's also a parallelogram because these two are parallel. You could even do a square. Okay, are the opposite sides parallel? Yeah, look at all four sides are, you know, the same size, but for a parallelogram to be a parallelogram, it just the opposite sides need to be parallel, and a square satisfies that criteria. Okay, compare the fractions. All right, so, well, once again, this is one of those where when the top number is the same, that means we just look to the bottom number. Whatever number is smaller, that's going to mean each one of these pieces is bigger. Because if you're only cutting up a pizza into 4 equal pieces, that's going to make each piece bigger. So if you're eating this pizza and you eat 3 pieces, you're going to be eating more pizza than these 3 pieces. Because this pizza has been broken up into 6 pieces. So the pieces are smaller. Okay, I'm only going to do one of these. I'm going to save this one for tomorrow's video. Use the number line to solve the problem. Every day at 9:15, Jesse takes his dog for a walk for 30 minutes. He then takes the next 2 hours to work on his computer before he eats lunch. What time does he eat lunch? Okay, so we're going to start this at 9:15. This is AM. That's crucial. And then we're just going to slowly chunk away at it here. Okay, so Jesse takes his dog for 30 minutes. Then he takes the next 2 hours to work on his computer. You know, you don't have to do the dog walk first. You can do the computer time first. Whatever you want to do is easier in your head. So just to show you that you could do that. So I'm going to get the computer time out of the way first. I'm adding 2 hours. 9:15 plus 2 hours is 11:15, and we are still in the AM. Okay, I could even cross off that. Helps me to stay organized. Okay, and then we have Jesse takes his, and then he's got a 30-minute walk. Okay, adding the 30 minutes. 11:15 plus 30 minutes is 11:45, and we are still in the AM. Let me just make sure that he doesn't take his dog for 2 walks. What time does he eat lunch? 11:45. Now this question is kind of bad because he could finish all these things before he eats lunch, but that doesn't mean that he eats lunch immediately after he finishes working on his computer. So it's kind of a bad question. But anyways, that's the math spiral homework review video for today. Hopefully this helps you. This is 4.2, Wednesday's column.